Welcome guys, today is Wednesday, it is April 9th. We are here for a Pilates yoga combo. That simply means we're going to start out with Pilates to get us all warmed up and focusing on this power of our core, and then use that to enhance our yoga practice that follows. So most important thing to remember today is to make this your very own practice. Listen to your bodies, do what you need to do. Remember, in Pilates, the focus is to really activate the core. So our core consists of not only our abdominals, but also the muscles of the lower back. But if you feel your lower back starting to bother you, that means that your abs are not pulling their weight and you need to regroup and start again. Same goes with any kind of pulling on the head or the neck. And the goal is to use the abdominals to actually lift the upper body off the floor in what we call the C shape without any kind of tugging on the neck or the shoulders. So again, if you start to feel that, you know something is not quite right, and you simply take a break and regroup and jump back in. In Pilates, we breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In yoga, we try to breathe in and out through the nose. But as long as you're breathing, I'm happy. I will cue your breathing, and again, if I say inhale and you exhale, that's okay. As long as you're breathing, it's all good. And the more you do your practice, the more you realize how much sense the breathing makes, and it becomes more and more natural. So let's start out with some relaxation on our backs. You're going to let your arms rest at your sides with your palms facing open to the sky. You're going to close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply in through the nose. And I want you to expand the belly, the back, and the rib cage as you inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to blow it out through the mouth. But you're going to purse your lips or clench your teeth a bit. So when you're forcing the air out, it's going out through a smaller space, which makes it harder to exhale. Which means that your belly has to work harder to push the air out. Now we're breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. I want you to become aware of your arms at your sides and tense the muscles in your arms from your shoulders out through your fingertips. So you're going to make your arms really tense, but the rest of your body has not changed. Now let your arms go soft and do the exact same thing with your legs. So you're going to tense the muscles in your legs, stretching from your hips to your heels. Nothing else is tense, just the legs. Now let the legs go soft. And next we're going to focus on the belly. I want you to pull down on the back side of your navel like you're trying to hold it tight against your spine. And while you're doing that, make sure you're not holding your breath or tensing anything else. And then let's release. Try again, navel to spine. Pull it in as tightly as you can without holding your breath. And then release. Once more, navel to spine. Hold it in nice and tight, no holding your breath. And release. Now we're going to inhale both arms high to the sky. Exhale behind us and reach out through your fingers. And while you're doing that, push out through your heels. Try to feel lots of space taking place in the spine. And then let everything go soft. From there, left knee to chest, give it a good close hug. While you've got your knee hugged in, we're going to flex and point. We're going to roll our ankle round and round. And reverse. And then just let the foot rest. Now begin to circle the knee around gently. So you're warming up the hip. And reverse. And then just hold the knee up to your chest. While you've got it there, tighten the belly like we practiced. Feel yourself pressing to the back of the ribs, and while you engage the belly, you're going to bring that nose up towards your knees without feeling any strain in the neck. And then let's release down and switch the legs. In goes the right leg, out goes the left. Start by flexing and pointing. Rolling the ankle around. Reversing our circle. Resting the foot and then gently circling the knee, warming up the hip. And reverse. And then just hold that knee tight to your body. Feel the belly button pulling downward as you're doing that. Press through the back of the ribs. Round up, nose toward knees, chin towards chest. And release. Now both knees in together. Give them that big close hug. While there, we're going to rock gently side to side, massaging either side of your spine. Stay center and then circle both knees around, getting into that lower back. And then reverse. Good, and then again, knees tucked in nice and close. Tighten the belly like we've been doing. Press through the back of the ribs and nose to knees. So this is our C shape. We spend a lot of time in this in Pilates, so it's really important to be using the belly and not feeling strain in the neck. And come back down. Try again, tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs, nose to knees. Now while we're here, make a thumb and index finger triangle. Place that triangle lightly back of the head, elbows open. We're going to separate the knees, touch the heels together, toes apart. Inhale the legs out straight, exhale back in, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Now this time as you inhale and push out, toes come close, heels go apart. Exhale, bring it back in, heels together, toes apart. So we've got arrowhead, V, arrowhead, V. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Now bring knees and feet together, scrunch those toes. Press through arches, pull back in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep going, flex your feet. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Two more, inhale, one more, inhale, exhale. Now send the legs out and let's point flex. So we've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Stay. Arms at your sides off the mat, palms up. Start to pump. Inhale for 5 beats and then exhale for 5 beats. Now flip your hands over. Inhale. Flip again. Level cheek and bend your knees. Flip again. Level 1. You could rest your feet on the mat. Flip. 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 Hold up. Tuck your knees in. Rest your head down and breathe. From there, go ahead and rest your feet down on the mat. And we're ready to do a few roll-ups. So we're going to start with our knees bent. Keep the legs pressed together. Belly button is tight. Spine is neutral. Arms behind us on the mat. Shoulders relaxed. First, we inhale to lift the arms. We feel the shoulders actually drop back into the mat. Then we exhale, tighten the belly, and start to roll up. We're going to come up as far as we can without engaging the hip flexors. Inhale, arms up, and then exhale as slowly as you can back down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back, exhale. The goal is to make it a nice, smooth motion. Exhale, back down. And in those spots where you feel like you have to use other things to help get you up or down, those are the spots we need to work on. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoulders drop back. Exhale, pull up, stretch as far as you can. Big inhale. Exhale, we press back down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Exhale, scoop the belly into peel you up. Stretch as far as you can. Inhale. And exhale, back down. Now, if you're confident that you're not using your legs, you can try stretching them out. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Exhale, belly pulls us up. So with the legs straight, you get a bigger stretch, but it's also a lot easier to cheat. Inhale, arms up, exhale, coming back down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Exhale, we're rolling up. We're stretching as far as we can. Big inhale, and then exhale, back down. Let's try one more. Inhale, arms up, shoulders drop back. Exhale, using your belly to pull you up. Stretch as far as you can. Big inhale, and then exhale, melting back down. Once we're down, stretch it all out, breathe. Good, and then feel your body relax. From there, let's pull knees back to chest. Tighten the belly, press through the back of the rib cage. Return to that C shape. Arms extend at your sides, off the mat, palms to the sky. Let your elbows bend so your fingertips touch shoulders. Gonna inhale, push arms and legs straight. Open, close just legs. Exhale, bend the knees, and then the elbows. We inhale, push. Open, close, exhale, knees, elbows. Inhale, push, open, close. Exhale, knees, elbows. Inhale, push, open, close. Exhale, knees, two more. Inhale, push, open, close. Exhale, knees, last one. Inhale, push, open, close. Exhale, knees, elbows. Now tuck your knees in. Rest your head down and breathe. Moving on to our leg series. Stretch your left leg straight up to the ceiling. We want our toes pretty much over our nose. Right knee could stay bent, foot on the mat, level 1. Or push it out straight for level 2. Keep it on the mat. Make sure it's not making this left leg drop lower. Arms at your sides, palms to the sky. Left leg crosses right, circles out and up. So I want you to trace a circle on the ceiling directly above you. That's about the size of a large beach ball. And while we're circling it, making sure there's no movement in the pelvis. Last two. Last one. Now let's go the other way. Out and around, in and up. Last two. And last one. Now hold the leg up straight, bring the other leg up. Toes close, heels apart. Gonna inhale, lower about halfway. Exhale, sweep around, legs together. Inhale down, exhale around, inhale down. Last one. And hold it. Now switch. Keep the right leg up, toes directly over nose. Left knee bent, foot on the mat, or pushed out straight. Right leg crosses left, circles out and up. Making those large beach balls on the ceiling. Nothing else moves. So if your leg was invisible and you could just see your body on the mat, you wouldn't even know your leg was circling. Last two. And one. Now try going the other way, out and around, in and up. And we're always looking to accentuate the part of the move where you're crossing towards the midline of the body and not letting that leg sweep out past the edge of your hip. Last one, and hold there. Now bring the other leg up. Again, toes close, heels apart. This time the legs sweep around and together. Exhale, they lift. Inhale around. Last two. One more. And then keep the legs up super straight. Both legs circle left, around and up. And then right around and up. Last set. Last circle. And hold right there. Good. Tuck your knees in and breathe. On the exhale, let's roll up. Now we move into spine stretch. So for spine stretch, we need to keep our legs straight and our back straight. So if you find it challenging to sit this way, use a pillow to elevate your hips or another mat that you've got rolled up, and it elevates your hips a bit. So keep your legs apart, no wider than your hips, and you're gonna really push out through your heels so your legs stay active the whole time. Meanwhile, arms stay shoulder level, palms face the sky. And we want armpits over hips. We inhale in preparation. On the exhale, we're going to tighten the belly. While we're doing that, let your chin drop to your chest. Push out through fingers and feet so you look like the letter C. And then inhale, lift back up, lower, middle, upper spine, and head. Exhale, scooping the belly and round the spine. Drop chin to chest, push out through fingers and feet. Inhale, lift back up, lower, middle, upper spine, and head. Exhale, let's scoop the belly and round the spine. Drop your chin to your chest. Push out through fingers and feet. And inhale, lift, lower, middle, upper spine, and head. Exhale again, scoop the belly and round the spine. Drop chin to chest. Push out through fingers and feet. Inhale, we lift, lower, middle, upper spine, and head. Exhale, scoop the belly and round the spine. So really feel the space happening in your spine. And then as we inhale and lift back up, we actually want to be taller than when we went down. Let's try one more. Exhale, scooping the belly and round the spine. Drop chin to chest. Push out through fingers and feet. And then inhale, rise, lower, middle, upper spine, and head. Now let the arms come down. Do a couple shoulder rolls back front. Good, come off that elevation. Let's bring the legs back together and bend our knees. Next, we're gonna roll like a ball. So I want you to get your thighs as close to your ribs as you can. Find your balance on your tailbone. Relax your shoulders from your ears. You're gonna keep your big toes close, knees slightly apart, and you're gonna let your chin fall to your chest. So there's no tension in the shoulders or the neck. Level two, exact same thing. We're gonna bring hands across your shins. So we're gonna use just the belly to pull us back. And just the belly to get us up again. So we want to avoid pulling ourselves back by tossing our head back. And we want to avoid getting ourselves up by kicking our legs or moving our feet. And you can do these at your own pace. I'll try two more. And then just hang out where we are. From there, left knee stays in, right leg extends. Let's lie back. And we want to place our right hand atop our left knee and our left hand atop our left ankle. Lift the elbows, and we simply alternate arms and legs. So this is called single leg stretch. And notice that the upper body is staying stationary. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just hold it. Good, switch hold. Now both knees come in. And you can rest your hands here on your ankles, up here on your shins, or maybe on the tops of your feet. This is called double leg stretch. So as we inhale, arms and legs are going to stretch. On the exhale, the arms sweep around and we tuck the knees in. Inhale, stretch, exhale, pull. Again, notice upper body is not moving. Last two. And one more. Good. Now let's extend the left leg straight up. You're going to bring your hands as close to that left ankle as you can. And then we're going to stretch the right leg up also. But now start to let that left leg fall towards your face. And pull your right leg away from your face. And then we're going to switch. So this is called straight single leg stretch. And notice the word straight is in the title. So that is the goal, is to keep your legs really, really straight. And to use your hands to simply guide that leg towards your face without yanking or forcing. Last two. And one. Good, now both legs come together, toes close, heels apart. Let's rest your head for just a moment. Thumb and index finger triangle. Level 1, put under your butt. And you're going to keep that triangle on your belly. It's going to help your low back and your belly a little bit. Level 2 people, you're going to press that butt down into the mat, put the triangle on the back of your head. Meanwhile, we all come out in our C shape. Then inhale, drop the legs slowly, 1, 2, 3. On the exhale, legs snap back up without lifting the butt. Inhale down. And we're only going about halfway down. So no lower than halfway, but if halfway is too far, because instead of feeling this in your belly, you start to feel it in your low back, only go a quarter of the way or a third of the way. You have to listen to your body. Last 2. And 1 more. Good job. From there, let's all tuck the knees to chest. Let's all put the triangle behind the head. Up in that C shape, left knee and right leg out. We're simply alternating our legs. Again, notice nothing's moving, so there's no movement in those hips. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay there, lift a little higher. Bring opposite armpit towards your knee, and then we switch. Lift, twist, 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 lift, twist. Here's our 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold. Switch hold. Switch hold. 1 more. Switch hold. Whoo, tuck those knees in. Rest your head down. Breathe. Now rest your feet down, knees bent, arms wide. Let's drop our knees to the left and look right. Come back up, drop your knees to the right and look left. And then back to neutral. Now let your arms come again close to your body, palms facing up. Space your feet apart about hips distance. Toes are in, heels are out. All right? We're going to tighten the belly and begin to lift the spine off the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. And when we're lifted, we want to be feeling this in the gluteals and the hamstrings. We don't want to feel pressure in our knees or any kind of weight pressing into the neck. Now exhale as slowly as you went up, we come down. Again, inhale, tightening that belly, slowly peeling up. Pressing hips as high as we can. And then exhale, coming back down. Inhale, tightening the belly. Pressing those hips up nice and high. Now let's remain in our bridge. But pull your left knee in and stretch it up there. We're going to lower and lift the leg, flex point. So you're only pulling that leg down, so it comes about even with that opposite knee, and then it pops right back up again. Last 2, 1 more, and then hold the leg up. Let's circle it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, reverse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stay. Good job, bend the knee. Place the foot down, returning to that 2-footed bridge, but not for long. Pull the right knee in, stretch it straight up. Lower and lift, flex point. Last 2. 1 more. Hold the leg up, circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, reverse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Bend your knee, place your foot down. Continue to press your hips a little higher. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhale, you melt down. Once you've made it all the way down, 1 knee at a time to the chest. Good, nice stretch all the way down the spine into the gluteals. Little side to side rocks. Massaging either side of our spine. And then we've got those nice easy knee circles to get that low back. And reverse. Good, and then from there, let your feet rest back down. Now just stretch your legs out straight. Reach those arms back behind you. Push out through your heels. Good, and then go soft a bit. And then you can just bend 1 knee with your foot on the mat. I want you to roll towards the straight leg and continue to roll all the way over till you end up on your belly. And then once on your belly, again, we're going to stretch out through fingers and toes. I want you to try to stretch a little bit farther with your left arm and your right leg, and then see if you can lift up. Lower it down, we'll switch. Right arm, left leg, extend first and then add your lift. And then lower down. And now arms and legs together, extend, reach. And lift both. And then try opening your arms wide to the side. And then letting your hands press alongside your thighs. And then melt down and you can let your head turn off to one side. Now place your hands so they're directly under those shoulders. Keep your elbows tucked close. Press through the tops of your feet and your hip bones. And then start pulling through the top of your head. And we begin to lift away from the mat. Take your time as you press back. Let your tailbone meet your heels. Let your chest drop through your knees, forehead on the mat. And then turn your palms to the sky. Now flip your hands over, spread those fingers out wide. We're going to tuck our toes under and lift our tailbone towards the sky. I want you to feel your rib cage pulling closer to your thighs with the back of your shoulder blades reaching towards your gluteals. Let your head nod, yes. Let it shake no. Let it hang out there and then walk your dog. Let your heels press down. And from there, inhale yourself into a nice sturdy plank. So belly button tight, eyes looking out. Exhale back up into down dog. Inhale again to our plank. And exhale down dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale down dog. Alternating those heels. Pressing them both down. And then inhale, moving into our plank. From there, modify to your knees, and as we exhale, elbows open, we lower chest first, then hips. Elbows tuck in. Press through tops of feet, hip bones, pull out through top of the head, rise up. Tuck the toes, and we're back up into down dog. Again, inhale to plank. You can modify if you'd like, or lower in one piece. Always chest before hips. Inhale, elbows tuck in, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Let's try one more of those. Inhaling to our plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Next, we're going to take our right foot and step it between our hands. Once it's in place, I want you to check. Is your right knee directly over your ankle? Are your eyes looking out? Is your left leg long and straight? Step the right foot back into plank. And we're back up into down dog. Now I'll take the left foot, step it between your hands. Again, checking. Left knee should be over ankle. Eyes looking straight out. Right leg long and straight. Now step the right foot forward. Let your big toes remain close with your heels slightly open. And then we're going to slowly roll up. Reach to the sky. And exhale to our heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to that plank. And exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale again, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up, touch the sky, and exhale to our heart. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot steps back and just hang out in your runner's lunge. Now push the right heel down and turn your right toes out. Draw a straight line from the back left heel to the back right heel, and then begin to lift up our body. So we want to make sure that we keep our left knee positioned over our ankle. Want our hip bones facing forward, and want to keep those shoulders squared out over our hips. When ready, go ahead and add some arms. Warrior one. Arms go wide. Stay long in the waist, and let's hinge forward. Pulling ribs close to that front thigh for warrior airplane. And then while we're there, try lifting to the ball of your right foot. So you're in your in your airplane lunge. And then let's exhale, right hand to the mat. Once there, take a big inhale. Exhale, revolve at the waist, sending left hand high to the sky. And there's our twisting lunge. Exhale the left hand down. Proceed to walk yourself around into wide straddle. So now we're facing the wide edge of our mat. We're adjusting our feet so our toes always turn in slightly, heels out slightly, hands directly under shoulders. Now remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to here. We're going to inhale, look out. And then we're going to exhale and melt down. And I want you to truly let your upper body become limp. So we're focusing on relaxing upper body, feeling a really nice stretch going up the back of those thighs. And then from there, let's press down through the palms, arms push straight. Let's raise our heels. Get them up as high as you can. And then we'll let our heels press down. And now proceed to walk yourself around to face your back foot into runner's lunge. So once we've established our lunge, we're going to try lifting up our body. That becomes our high lunge. And then when we add our arms to the sky, there's our crescent lunge. Now start to straighten the front leg as you push the back heel down. The arms are going to open wide, and then we're going to start revolving upper body. So again, we're facing the wide edge of our mat, toes in, heels out. Palms to the sky, 5-pointed star. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back up. There's our sunflower. Exhale, we fold. But then inhale, we rise into our magnificent sunflower. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. Now let the arms open wide, returning us to 5-pointed star. Let the palms rotate to face forward. Start to bring the palms closer and closer together. Allow them to meet. And then lace your fingers. And press your index fingers together. Feeling a deeper stretch across that upper back and between your shoulder blades. And then just simply bend your elbows and try to get your elbows and your forearms close together. And then we're going to inhale, extend towards the sky. So the upper arms form a frame around your head, but we keep them slightly in front of our ears, making sure there's no tension in the shoulder. We have a nice long neck. Try to stretch a little bit taller out of your waist. And then add a slight back bend. Inhale, come back to neutral. Now turn your left toes to the front edge of your mat. This time you're going to align your left heel with your right arch. But I want you to keep your hip bones facing the wide edge of your mat. And then bend your left knee. So warrior two, body weight is centered equally into both feet. We're looking out over that left palm. Stretch the left arm a little farther, lift the left, lower the right. Push left palm to the sky, bringing us into reverse warrior. And then make your way back into warrior two. And once again, we'll pull left leg straight. So now we're back to exactly where we started. From here we begin our triangle by simply pulling our right hip to the right. And think about stretching that left hand away from your right hip. Once we can't go any farther away from one another, we send the left hand low and the right hand high. I want you to feel your right hip pressing a little forward while you roll that right shoulder slightly back. Triangle pose. Taking one more inhale. On our exhale, begin to rebend the left knee. And let's revolve upper body, returning us to runner's lunge. Sending our left foot back, we hold our plank. We exhale, lower chest first, then hips, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale returns us to plank. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Now start to bend your knees like there's a little chair behind you and you're trying to sit down in the chair. And while you're sitting in the chair, you're pulling your knees closer together, allowing your ribs to lift from your thighs, adding your arms along your ears for a chair pose. Inhale, reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Step left foot back. First thing we do is establish a nice sturdy lunge. And we push the left heel down, turn our left toes out. Align the back of your right heel with the back of your left heel. Keep the right knee over your ankles, start lifting upper body. So we want to make sure our hip bones face forward and that our shoulders are squared out over our hips. And then when ready, we add those arms overhead for warrior one. Arms open wide, stay nice and long in the waist. And then hinge forward, bringing us into warrior airplane. Lift to the ball of your left foot. So now we're in airplane lunge. Good. Now exhale, left hand to the mat. Take a big inhale. And then as we exhale, revolve at the waist, sending that right hand high for twisting lunge. And then as we exhale, let's bring that hand down and proceed to walk ourselves around into wide straddle, facing the other edge of our mat. Hands under shoulders, toes in slightly, heels out slightly, knees as bent as we need them to be. First we inhale, look out. Then we're going to exhale and sink down. See if you can feel yourself let go a little bit deeper than the first time. Press down through the palms so the arms are straight. From here, we're going to rock back onto our heels, and while we're doing that, I want you to lift up your toes, spread them out as wide as you can. your toes. Press nice and flat into the mat. Proceed to start to walk yourself around into runner's lunge, facing your back foot. Once you feel that you're well established, see if you can lift upper body for high lunge. And then we add the arms towards the sky for crescent lunge. Now start to pull that front leg straight as you're sinking your back heel down, arms go wide. And let's rotate. So now we're facing wide edge of mat again. Toes and heels out, palms to the sky. 5-pointed star. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth. Inhale, growing into our sunflower. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. And then come on back to 5-pointed star. Palms rotate to face forward and then begin to bring the hands closer together. Again, allow your palms to meet. Lace those fingers and press index fingers together. And then we bend our elbows, so elbows and forearms meet. Inhale, reach high. Stretch a little taller. Move into a slight back bend. And then we're back to neutral. And we turn to 5-pointed star. Next, let's take our right toes, turn them to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch. Keep your hip bones facing forward. And then when ready, go ahead and bend the right knee. Look out past your right hand. Center your body weight equally into both feet. Stretch the right arm a little farther forward. Lift the right, lower the left. And then push right palm to the sky for reverse warrior. And then we'll find our way back to warrior 2. From there, pull the right leg straight without locking. Start pulling that left hip farther and farther back. Reach that right arm away from your left hip as far as it will go. And then we can lower the right and lift the left. Pressing left hip slightly forward, rolling left shoulder slightly back. You've got triangle pose. Let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, go ahead and start to bend the right knee. Let's revolve upper body. Returning us to runner's lunge. Left foot steps back into plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, returns to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Once there, we bend the knees like again we're sitting in our tiny chair. Once you get the butt lowering, pull your knees close together. Lift your ribs from thighs and your arms. Chair pose. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And let your arms extend long at your sides, bringing us into standing mountain pose. From there, I want you to find a focal point for your eyes. Fixate on that spot. And then engage your core. So remember, we did Pilates to get us really aware of our core. So think about pulling navel to spine. And then begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Once that's done, we're going to place left ankle on right thigh. Let your hands come together at your heart. And then see if we can bend that right knee. foot down. And we're back to standing mountain pose. So let's do the same thing on the left side. Focal point for the eyes. Navel to spine like we practiced. Shifting our weight into that left foot. Placing right ankle, left thigh, so our legs look like the number 4. Hands together at the heart. We're bending that left knee. Rising up. Set the foot down. We're back to standing mountain pose. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, open just the arms, let them hook together behind us. Pulling down, lifting out, opening heart, opening throat. Inhale, neutral spine, exhale, fold forward. Pulling ribs to thighs, let your head drop. Once there, send the arms up higher and higher. And then let's release, let the arms trickle down. And then once there, just cradle elbows in the palms of your hands from a frame with your arms around your head. And then fingers release to the mat. From there, let's step back. Right foot, left foot into plank. Let's keep right shoulder over right wrist so we can turn and open for a side plank. Remember, you can modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Let's come back around into our plank and go back up into down dog. Walking the dog a few times. Crossing our heels down. And then again, returning to plank. And this time, let's do left shoulder over left wrist. Modifying to the side of our knee if we'd like. And return to plank. We're back up into down dog. Again, we walk to dog. And we press our heels down. And then from there, let's make our way onto all fours. Let's sink our navel, lift our tailbone, lift our head, open our heart for cow. Exhale, scoop the belly and round your spine for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Once more, inhale, cow. And exhale, round to cat. Neutral spine. Right leg extends behind, left arm comes forward, palm opens to the sky. Try lifting your left foot so it's not assisting your balance. Back to all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart, cow. Exhale, round out cat. Then we're back to neutral. This time push through left heel, add right arm forward, palm to the sky. And then try lifting that right foot. Back to all fours, big toes close, knees apart. Push back with your tailbone. Let your chest drop through your knees. Turn your palms open face to the sky. Breathe. Pass left arm through right armpit. Sink your shoulder down. Bring left arm out, we'll switch. Pass right through left. Bring that arm back out stretch. Hands closer to knees, press upper body. Once up, come all the way back and have a seat. Let's start out by pressing soles of feet close together. Let your feet rest in your hands. And then see if you can inch your heels a little closer to your body. And while you're doing that, we want to keep the spine long and the head lifted. And then you're simply going to feel those knees pulling wider and wider. And then let's soften a bit. Go ahead and stretch your left leg out straight. Place that right ankle on your left thigh. So again, we have that number 4 appearance with our legs. And then we're going to use the right hand to push on the inner right thigh until we feel some resistance in our hip. And then while you're doing that, see if you can actually lean a little bit forward, which should again deepen the stretch. Slowly. Once we're upright, let's just place the right foot on the floor so it's across the left leg. Then you're going to bend the left knee. Bring that heel in as close to your body as you can. Insert upper right arm so it's pressing against inner right thigh. And then take the left hand and see if you can bring it closer to your tailbone. Now inhale taller. And then on the exhale, feel the belly button start drawing inward, allowing you to rotate farther to your left. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, let that hand lower down. From there, let's stretch both legs out straight. Place your hands on either side of your hips. Push down through your palms, push out through your feet. Sit like you're sitting at attention. Soften slightly, let your fingers walk forward as you fold in half. And then let's come back up. Re-bend our knees, bringing soles of feet together. Setting them in the palms of our hands. Pulling the heels in closer to the body. Lengthening the spine, keeping the head held high. And again, pressing our knees even wider to the mat. Exhale, let's soften. Go ahead and stretch the right leg straight. And now we're going to place left ankle on right thigh. Let your left hand press gently on that left inner thigh until you feel some resistance in that hip. And then see about leaning a little bit forward, which should increase that resistance. And then from there, let's slowly rise. You're going to put the left foot right down there on the mat, bend the right knee. So you're going to bring your heel close to your body. Now insert upper left arm so it's pressed against inner left thigh. And then right hand, you're going to bring it closer to your tailbone. Inhale, sit taller. Now on the exhale, start tightening that belly, which is going to allow you to rotate at the waist and look farther over your right shoulder. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, open down. Let's uncross. And this time we're going to stretch out both legs straight, but let's keep them wide apart. So I want you to feel yourself pushing out through the heels of your feet. Let your hands rest between your legs. We're going to start to walk them out. And I want you to think about pulling your belly button towards the mat without rounding your spine. And when you get stuck, close your eyes and breathe into whatever is keeping you from going a little bit further. there, let's inhale our way back up slowly. And then once we've made it upright, let's bring ourselves into our easy cross-leg position. So we want to feel our sit bones nestling into the mat, keeping the shoulders relaxed and away from the ears, keeping the neck long and the head held high, and then allow your palms to face the sky, resting your hands on your knees. Let your chin drop to your chest so you feel a stretch in the back of your neck. Lift the head, tip it back just enough to open the throat. Try again, chin to chest. Lift the head, tip back, open your throat. Find neutral. Now turn your eyes so you're looking out over that right shoulder. Come back, and we'll turn to look left. And then we're back to neutral. Chin falls to chest. This time, tip right of your right shoulder. Drop the chin, tip left. Drop the chin and tip right. Let's just hang out there while we take the right hand and press it just above the tip of our left ear. And then add that left palm pressing into your mat. Reach right arm high, gazing up at right hand. Stretch out of your waist and side bend to your left. Come back up. Again, let's side bend. Now sweep forward, reach out. Come back to the front, lift up. Let the arm float down. And then let's inhale both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Return hands to knees. And let your chin fall to your chest. Now let's roll left ear to left shoulder. Place that left hand just above the tip of your right ear. And then push the right palm into the mat, stretching alongside the neck. Now let's extend towards the sky with that left hand gazing up. Side bend to the right. Sweep forward, reach out to the left. Come forward again. Lift all the way up. And let the arm float down. Once it's back down, we inhale both arms high. Exhale, hands to our heart. Let's lace our fingers and push our palms away from the body. While we do that, let's lean a little bit forward. Press both hands high. Let your chin fall to your chest. Bring the head back to neutral. Arms come forward. And return to seated mountain pose. Again, let's drop the chin to our chest. And then I want you to inhale, lift the head, tip it back just enough to open the throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open the throat. And then we're back to neutral. Shoulder rolls back front. Bigger arm circles. Stretch high overhead. Hands together at the heart. Now inhale, open arms and heart. And let your hands pull together. All right. That took care of our Pilates yoga combo. So I hope that you feel aware of your power from the inside, and you also feel a sense of calm that will help us get through the day ahead. Remember to hydrate, keep your muscles nice and juicy and functioning and flexible. Same goes for our brain cells. Keep the brain cells functioning and flexible, allowing us to spread kindness and compassion to all sentient beings. No singling out. Make it your mantra. I thank you for joining me. I'll be back tonight to let you know what's taking place tomorrow. But in the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, stay kind. Rise, resist, persist, repeat. Take good care. See you soon.